So we're here in Tangiers, Morocco, with P, who is going to tell us about getting arrested and deported last week from Tangier, where we're here now. Yeah. So, how many days ago was this?
This was like 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago is around the 10th of November, 11th, 12th of November, around that time.
Like that, yeah.
So you say that for the past few months it's been very tough here and there's been a lot of arrests and deportations?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot of arresting and deportation. So when they take you in Tangier, because like they said, Tangier is the border with Europe. Yeah, it's Tangier. They said it's the border with Europe, so we migrants are not allowed to be here. But before, when they take you from Tangier, they dump you here, right in Ceuta. So now they changed the system because of the border with Algeria, and it started to be a lot of problems, like they don't have to take people there because people suffer a lot, and secondly, the Algerian government is complaining about that. So they change the system now. They will take people to like this small desert town,
Tiznit,
you know.
Yeah.
So when they take you here, like you have to like try to come back to Tangier, or if you don't have any money, you're gonna stay in Tiznit. It's like a lot of migrants, like over 400 people are staying in this place now. So when I was coming back, I have to travel from Tiznit to Agadir, because immediately they dumped me there. I traveled back Agadir. From Agadir, I have to come to Marrakesh, and from Marrakesh, I have to travel again to Casablanca, and Casablanca, I have to take a bus back to Tangier. But although even I'm still in Tangier, I have to be hiding and running, because anywhere police see me, they will catch me. And it's like, when they catch us, they catch me like a few days ago. They take me like such a kind of like kidnapping, because they catch us, arrest us about people, and they don't take us to the police station straight. They take us to the military barracks, like next to the sea, you know. And it's like, we was asking them why you didn't take us to the police station. And they are like, no, you're gonna sleep in the barracks until in the morning we take you to the police station.
So this was a few days after you already got back to Tangier, all the way, this whole journey across the whole length of Morocco, and you got arrested again and taken to this place somewhere around here.
Somewhere around here, just next to the sea, and they put us in the car. We have to sleep in the car. So we was asking them like, you should take us to the police station, you know, and they are like, no, we cannot take you to the police station, we'll take you tomorrow. And it's like, Morocco have the right to detain somebody 24 hours to investigate about you. And it's like, we have to sleep in the car, no bed, we have to sit, and it's like, no blanket, no food in the night, since 9 o'clock up to 9 o'clock in the night. 9 o'clock in the night up to 9 o'clock in the morning, you know. So when we get to the police, it's like, unluckily, because if you are lucky, they can leave you. If you are not lucky, they send you back to Tiznit. You know, so that's the way the system is going on here. You know, that's what we are facing every day, and it's like, I think it's not normal in that way, taking people from Tangier to the desert and just dump them there. So you don't take them out of your country, just take them between, you know, borders, and they have to claim back, come back again, you catch them, you send them back, you know.
So before they used to take people to Oujda because it's on the Algerian border, and they used to just dump people in Algeria, but Tiznit is not even in another country, it's in Morocco. So
yeah, Tiznit is in Morocco, but it's in the Sahara, you know. It's in the Sahara, because from Tiznit you get to Lyon side and Lyon Agadir, Agadir Dahla, you know.
So this
Agadir.
is actually, there's a map of Western Sahara here.
Yeah.
So what, is Tiznit in Western Sahara?
Yeah, it's in the Western Sahara, you know.
No, it's not.
No, it's not there, but
it's
I can
close
say
to the
like
border.
you can close to the border because all this place is Sahara, you know.
The
From
desert.
Agadir down to Dahla is the desert going to Mauritania.
Okay, so it's not in the territory we call Western Sahara, but it is in the desert.
It's in the desert, you know.
The Sahara Desert, yeah. So how long has this been happening? How long have they been taking people to Tiznit?
Yeah, they've been taking people now to Tiznit like almost 2 months or 1 month plus. Yeah, almost 2 months. They've been taking people to this place.
And people have said that it's impossible to even go on the street and make money in Tangier now.
In Tangier now, it's impossible like to go out of the street to make money or to walk around the street. Even like, you know, many people are hiding, so they cannot walk out of the street because even if you show them your passport and your visa is finished, they take you there, and it's like, if your visa is finished, it should be a place like a immigration office where you go and extend, you know, your visa. But you don't have that kind of place. They will tell you have to go from Tangier up to the border here to extend your visa. So if you don't have that money, how you will go there? So some people, they just decide to stay, you know. So when they stay, it's a big problem to them for that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if people's visa is expired, then you could understand they would be taken out of Morocco, but they're not even being taken out of Morocco.
Yeah.
They're just taken to a different place in Morocco,
Correct.
in the desert. So it seems to just be a way of getting people away from the European border.
European border, because here you can even live in Casablanca, Rabat. You can live in Rabat, you can live in Casablanca. You know, you can live anywhere here or this zone here. You can live anywhere, Marrakesh. But they say we are not allowed to live here in Tangier because Tangier it comes to be like the most important place to the Western world to not see migrants there because they don't want people to cross to Spain. You know, that's why they bring that law. No African is allowed to live here, but you can live other places. So that's crazy for me, you know, because of like you can live all these places, but the border you can't live there, and yeah, it's horrible.
So it's not really even about having a visa to be in Morocco, it's just about getting people away from the European border.
Yeah, it's all about that, getting people away from European border, and those people are migrants, and it's like, it's no option they did for them.
So what do you think that the European Union has to do with this?
The European Union, I think, is like, they like the way the system is going because that's helped them a lot. No, people are not crossing, you know, and it's like the European Union, they sponsor for all this thing to make boundary. So I think they don't like to change the policy for people, you know. They just care about the border, just to close the border. That's what they care about. They don't care about how people are living in Morocco and how those people, their situation, and what's make them to cross over to look for, you know, another place, you know. Yeah. So European Union is nothing they can do for this because it's like somehow they are happy because when you paying somebody or you supporting that person to stop me, torture me, and, you know, beating me to death. So I think that person, the European Union, is no policy. They have to change the system for me.
I mean, actually, taking people to Tiznit means that it's even further for them to come back to Tangier or Ceuta or Melilla.
Melilla, yeah.
It's like Melilla is actually quite close to Oujda, where they used to take people.
From Oujda to Melilla to Nador, because this Nador is Nador in Morocco. Melilla is Spain, but Melilla is in the territory of Africa, you know. So Nador to Uzda is not far. It's like couple of 1 hour or 2 hours drive, So you can see from this is Ceuta.
Yeah.
Ceuta is in the territory of Morocco, but it's Spain, So you can see Ceuta and Tangiers is not far, So some people it's difficult, like when they catch you from Nador, they send you to Rabat side, or I don't know exactly, like either the Nador people, they are sending them to Tiznit, but I know that Tangier, Ceuta, if they catch you there, you're going to Tiznit,
Because a lot of migrants get caught in the forest near to Ceuta, which you call Casiago. Where is Casiago? Is it
Casiago this is Casiago.
Somewhere
This
near to
Ceuta, Casiago
Ceuta?
is somewhere. This Tetuan, because Tetuan, after Tetuan, like around here, you get Casiago,
So people who are being caught around here are definitely being taken to Tiznit right now, which is November 2015. We're talking now.
Yeah.
And you're saying this has been for the past 2 months.
Yeah.
So since about September to now, 2015, that's how the system's working.
Yeah. That's how the system working, and it's getting worse and worse because it's like every day, they raid every day, people in Bukalaf every day and night cops are coming, because yesterday I called one of my friends and he told me like they used to sleep in the forest, but early morning they wake up and go deep in the deep forest because police used to come there. When they chase them from the apartments, from the town, like the city, like I don't know how to say it, from Bukalaf, and they went to the forest, and still police is chasing them to the forest. And it's like, before they said, okay, you can live in the forest, and people live in the forest, still you cannot live in the forest. And where people can live now, that's what people don't understand, where we can live now, and why we are not free, like to be in Tangier, because I think if they catch me in the sea, or they catch me in the forest, I was going to the sea to strike. I think it's better that way for them to deport me or whatever, I can understand. But they don't even catch me in the sea, they don't catch me in the forest, but they meet me in the hotel and they catch me. Sometimes they come to the restaurants, to the cafe, and they catch people. So why you catch somebody from the restaurant or from the hotel or from in the Medina, in the city center, and you take him to the seaside where the military base is? So those military people, they are the one who used to catch people in the forest. You understand? It's like those people, they don't have job to do now. They don't see any people coming to the seaside. They don't get people to arrest at the seaside. That's why they used to come to the town and catch people and take it to the military people at the seaside. So early morning, like 9 o'clock, those people will take you from there to the police station. And normally those people, they don't have cell, they don't have place to detain people. They will just put you in the car. You have to sleep in the car.
So you're saying before they only used to deport people if they were caught when they were actually trying to cross the border to Europe, and then they used to deport people far away, but now they are just finding any black people they can find to arrest them and deport them.
Yeah.
But because you said that there aren't many people trying to cross the border now, so to make the numbers, they have to just do these raids.
Correct.
Is that what you think?
That's it. That's what I think, and that's it.
So you think maybe they have like a quota, like a certain number of migrants they have to catch every month or something like that?
Yeah, I think every day is like, every day they have to make a rating, and every day they need a number of migrants, and yeah, they need every day or every month they need to get some numbers of migrants so they can feed back where the support is coming from. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is important to find out. This is something that I hope journalists and other people can find out, because it's hard to know when we're here how the police is working and how the money they're getting from the European Union is being paid. But a lot of people here seem to think that it depends how many people they catch, like how much money they get. And that the Moroccan police are just keeping this money for themselves and not deporting people outside of Morocco. They just leave you in a different place of Morocco so that maybe you could catch the same person again and again and get more money for the same person.
Yeah, and because of that money makes like that money makes the people to maltreat us very badly, because of they are getting paid. You know, when you get paid, it's like they want to improve their job, but they are not even do the job with like human rights regulations. It's like they are doing it just to violence or torturing and threatening people anyhow they like it, because even the journalists like the informations, because I think they should get different informations. They have all the evidence what these people did to migrants in these borders issues, but they never talk about it. It's like anything they do against human rights, everything is okay because of this border is very important to the EU, you know, so they don't want to talk about it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So you basically think the European Union's money is what's causing all of this?
Yeah, because of if they are not paying them, all these things will never happen. Because like I passed through Mauritania, but they are not paying Mauritania, because like if you go through Mauritania, if they was paying Mauritania, it would be this kind of problem. But they don't pay Mauritania, that's why this kind of problem, we don't have it in Mauritania. And before, people try to strike from Mauritania to Spain, but you see some people will strike.
There's a map here which has Mauritania in it. That's Mauritania.
There's Mauritania here, you know.
And these are the Canary Islands.
These Canary Islands.
So people used to
come this side.
Try to get to the Canary Islands.
Canary Island, but sometimes even the Moroccan Marine will cut you before you get to the Canary Islands. The Moroccan Marine will cut you and they will bring you to Morocco. And when they bring you to Morocco, they don't send you back to your country, they just leave you in Morocco.
Yeah. And of course this is a Moroccan map.
Yeah.
So this just says that this is Morocco, but internationally this is known as Western Sahara and it's illegally occupied by Morocco.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, the Moroccan police shouldn't even be there at all. Like, really.
At all, because Morocco started from here, from Agadir. Yeah. They said it started from Agadir. All this side, the Sahara, they fight before, they always demonstrate for their independence, you know. So, I asked the policeman why you sent us here to this desert. He said, because you belong to this place, you know. Because you belong to this desert here, you came from this desert, you know, so that's why he's sending me there. And secondly, I asked him why you make people suffer, because when people die in the desert, he said, you've been dying for many times because of like, I get to the sea many times, I didn't die, and I traveled through the desert, I didn't die, so when they dump me to the desert, if I die, it's normal to him, you know.
They don't care if you die.
They don't care if I die or not. So all this problem, what's caused it is this money or this support they are giving these people, like to block us. That's the things cause all this violence. And this money they are spending to support these people, to block us between us and Europe. The EU should know that this money, it costs a lot of races against the people, and it brings a lot of discrimination, and it causes a lot of murder cases against people, and still we don't talk about that, you know. So this money they are giving, this money for this border is devil's money. It's a blood money, you know. Because it's blood money. Because when you spending money into something, people dying, people being suffer and being tortured, so that money is a blood money, you know. Yeah.
So now, because of that money, people are in Tiznit. What are the conditions in Tiznit? What are there, you said something before. There was a lot of people there all the time.
A lot of people in Tiznit. If you go to Tiznit, you see how in Tiznit is just like a small town. You know, people don't have even they sleep under the stores. You know, the closed stores. You know, because those stores are no more open again, and it's just like open space.
The shops.
You know, shops. You know,
underneath the shops.
Yeah, they sleep there, you know. And some people don't even have 20 dirham to pay transport from Tiznit to Agadir. From Tiznit to Agadir is 20 dirham, but some people don't have it.
Yeah.
And from Agadir to Marrakesh, you have to pay like 50 dirham. And from Marrakesh to Casablanca, you know, you have to pay like 60. From Casablanca to Tangiers, you have to pay like 80 dirham.
So it's like 80 plus 60
plus 50
plus
plus
7
20.
plus 20.
Yeah.
So that's like 230?
Yeah, 80 plus 20, that's 100, plus 50, 150, plus...
Yeah, so that's about 20 something euros.
Yeah, 20 something.
More than 20 euros, and people don't have it. With 20 euros, you could pay, you know, rent and food here in Tangiers for like a few days even. So it's quite a lot of money for people here.
Yeah.